Good afternoon. It is Thursday, July 14th. Skipped yesterday. I hung out at home after work, watched the Dwarven Forge live stream. They had the sculptors on, so that was kind of cool. But, just kind of a relaxing evening. Today has so far been a little less relaxing. Now, of course, I worked. And I worked late. I did the later shift helping the training team at work. But that meant that I didn't start work until about 10 this morning. I've just gotten off. So, I stay in bed and I watch YouTube for a while in the morning. And because I was starting, I normally start at like 7:15. So I started several hours later. I had a little extra time. I got up and I came in here and I edited one of the Hero Quest videos actually. So that it could export while I'm working. Right? Yeah. Good use of time. And I come back in here and I look at my TV and it was off. And I was like, I thought I'd just pause things. I didn't realize I'd turned it off. So I go and I turn it on. And the little blue light comes on. But the screen just stays black. Now, if there's no input, this TV, the screen has always been blue. Of course, if there is an input, it would be like the YouTube menu from the PlayStation 3 or whatever. But nothing showed up. And I actually had trouble even turning it off. I unplugged it throughout the day. And I just said I would deal with it after work. And it will now, plugging it back in, it will now turn on and off. Sometimes. It resists turning off some of the time. However, it will not receive input. There's nothing that will show up on the screen from pressing any of the buttons. I cannot change the channel input that it's on or any of that. I cannot get it to make sound. If I turn on, when I turn on my PlayStation 3, it begins with a chime kind of noise as the menu loads, and that does not come through if I have the TV on and had left it to that. So it's not doing anything. It is dead. The TV has died. Which sucks. Today is the day that Wormwood launched their GM Screen Kickstarter. And I'm like, I don't use GM Screen all the time anyways, but it'd be nice to have a really pretty hardwood GM Screen. That'd be nice. But man, it's expensive. I'm trying to figure out, I'm already trying to balance all financial stuff with upcoming Dwarven Forge I need to get and all that kind of thing. And I'm like, what do I do? And all of a sudden, estimate $300 expense. I mean, I could do without the TV. But I don't want to. That is, a big part of how I get ready in the morning. It's just whatever. And of course, if I wanted, I could use this. I could get rid of this cabinet here and get a bigger TV. I'm perfectly happy with the size of this TV. I don't need to do that. I have a bigger one in there, so I have a bigger space to fill. But this TV has met my needs for watching from that far away. I'm not all that far. I don't need a giant TV. So it will only be $250, $300, depending on what I get. And so Walmart's in the middle of rearranging some things, reorganizing, and so in the electronics section, all the TVs on the back wall are gone. And so I'm looking at all the things on the pallets and I don't see it. Online it says it's in aisle K18. Well, there's aisle K10, there's K21. There are no labeled aisles in between. However, as I'm sitting here what do? I do notice the next section over, which last I recall is pets, does have TVs on the wall now, so maybe I can find it there. Okay, so around here is kind of what I'm looking for. I think either this, so I'm deciding between this one and that one is, I think, the ones I'd seen online. I'll just stick with Vizio. I had Vizio for the game room TV, and it works fine. So I'll just stick with it. So this one has 1080p, and that's what I currently have. For $40 more, it's 4K. My PlayStation 3 is only 1080p, but to future-proof it, I might as well spend the extra $40 now, get 4K for whatever future Blu-ray player or whatever I get. And so yeah, I clearly went with something very comparable in size to the one I already had, but new. Thinking about it, I'm like, this one is gotta be 15 years old? Maybe? So I graduated college in 2011. And I had taken this TV with me when I went away to college, because I'd already had it for a while at that point. So, it's 12 years. 13, 14 years, because I was in school for like 2 years away. And so more than 15 years old. I've had that TV for a long time, which is why it makes me sad that it broke. Now, as far as like, for sentimental reasons. Like I said, that was the first widescreen format TV I had. TV I went away to college with, etc. Now, as far as value, I more than got my money's worth out of that TV. I'm sure it was given to me, but it was well worth the buy. I will be very blessed if this one does even close to that good. But yeah, I got that down. I got the spot over there dusted. Let's get the new TV on. Put up, turned on, watching TV. So I'm working on setting this up. However, on this TV, the HDMI inputs are on this side and the power is on this side, whereas on the other TV they were the opposite. So like I've moved this cabinet from over here to over here. I don't know if that's going to do much, but it got me a little space. But not enough to get the HDMI cable over. Now I can run the power cord to a different outlet than I was before. I think make it work. Somehow. But working up a sweat, trying to get the TV going. So I haven't tried it, but in theory I got things working now. Okay. So, I moved the PlayStation 3, so this thing got to move back to the side that it was on before. Now, when I set this up, I finally, that Blu-ray player has had its power cord going in front of the dresser since I put it there, and I'm like, finally, I put it around the back. The TV power cord is not long enough to go around the back. And so I also put the Blu-ray power cord up front too, because whatever. Really, what I have figured out would be best to do with this is to get this ran up and sitting on top of this. Then I could have enough slack that I could put I can maybe get rid of or relocate that monitor and put like the PlayStation 3 on top of that. Because I don't mind, like the Blu-ray player actually fits underneath it. That's actually one of the things when I was checking out measurements and deciding on the TV, I wanted one where that Blu-ray player would fit under it, because the old TV had this center pedestal base. Kind of see down here? So it would never fit under there. It had to be out front of it. I never liked that. So one of the things with this one is, I can fix that. I can have it underneath it. PlayStation 3 is fatter. I didn't anticipate it needing to move, so it doesn't fit under it. So that means the TV is pushed all the way back so that it can be in front. I don't like it. But this was enough work, especially being very unexpected. Eventually I will try and rerun cables. It's not, all the furniture is very smushed up against the wall. It's not easy to pull things out and move stuff around behind it. So, did what I could. And I guess now we will see, do I get TV? Well, we got power. And so they have like their menu and their stuff on there, and I'm sure they're like, oh, you can use us to watch YouTube and all the things, and I'm like, I don't wanna. I got my PlayStation. It's worked so far, so I will just use it. Yeah, anyways, TV up and going. And so not ideal to have to suddenly buy a new TV. But I was able to, and so, like I said, that one had lasted more than 15 years. But there's never a good time to suddenly have to have a big expense, and I wasn't wanting to like upgrade anything. I was fine with what I had, but oh well. New TV now. Well, thank you for joining me, and join me as my journey continues.